Today I want to show you some tips and some tricks for dressing up your horse for Halloween. Now, the most important thing to remember is that your horse is not asking to be dressed up. So a lot of patience, a lot of kindness, and some treats will go a very, very long way. A few of my favorite costumes are very elaborate, but those take a lot of time. I'm going to keep things real simple. Just do some wigs, some very small wings, and a cape. Here at Sycamore, we've got great cross ties. So if your horse is accustomed to being in cross ties, use them. If you're working with their face, just be sure to undo the cross tie. Safety first. If you don't have cross ties, make sure you have a very, very patient handler and more treats. So I'm going to attach the cross ties and we'll start with the cape. Now, a cape is really, really fun. You can use the cape around the neck, around the body. If you're very brave and you give your horse time to become accustomed, you can use the cape on the tail. I'm just going to simply put the cape around his neck. Let's say he wants to be a witch this Halloween. So I get my cape, and of course we put the saddle on from the left side, so that's where I want to introduce the new cape. And I've got some treats in my pocket. Now, Da Vinci is the world's best lesson horse, but he's not really used to dressing up for Halloween. So I let him have a little sniff, and then I very gently bring it up over his withers like I would a blanket. Now, if you're riding, you might do this over your saddle. You could attach it to the D-rings. That would be fabulous. And of course, if you're riding, always wear a helmet. If you're not riding, a breastplate works really great. This cape does have some ties and a hood. You could very, very slowly bring it up over his ears, pat him a lot, get him used to it dangling down, and of course, a nice little cookie so that he understands that wearing this strange thing is really quite fun. I also like a cape on the animal's tail. So I very slowly bring it back his back, lots of pats, positive reassurance, and you could tie it easily to his tail. Of course, before you ride him, you'd want to gently hand walk him around so he gets used to the fabric all the way around his legs. You can have a lot of fun with the cape. The next, oh gosh, there's so many. The next thing that I really, really love are wings. Now, I would prefer the most elaborate, probably on a horse this size, like 6 foot long wings. But I just went to the dollar store and got these little guys. Same plan. Very, very slowly introduce the animal to the object. Oh, he might want to be a butterfly. The butterfly wings you could attach also to a saddle pad, to your saddle. Again, if you're riding, always wear a helmet. If they were very, very elaborate, like my 6 foot dream wings, I'd probably use some elasticon to stick them onto the horse's skin. Elasticon is great because it doesn't pull off the hair when you remove it. And again, just give your horse lots of time to become accustomed to it. The wings are also very, very fun. You could use them, you could spray paint them and make some giant bunny ears. You can even turn the wings into some sort of tie. But it would be really great if you dressed your animal up like a ladybug and yourself as a flower. That would be adorable. The other thing that I really, really love are wigs. Same plan with the wigs. Slowly introduce your animal. He's going to be very curious because this one is soft and fuzzy. Maybe a little treat because a wig does go in a strange spot. Because I'm working with his head, I'm going to undo the cross ties and attach him to the lead rope, just in case he gets a little bit worried. Although I think he's going to like it. Now, a wig is super, super fun. What I love about wigs with the horses, you can really fancy up your costume. So I very, very slowly bring it around. What would be really fun is to cut some holes. You could put it right up over his ear. With maybe a wig like this, I'd probably get 2. That way it would fit him. Again, you can attach it with elasticon or just some simple ties to either your bridle or your halter. And again, you just want to do things very, very slowly. Make it fun for the horse, because it's fun for us. Generally, I think the most important thing is to be safe. If you're riding, always wear a helmet. If you do take your horse trick-or-treating at night, be certain that there's reflective material on both you and your horse, and just have a lot of fun. And if you're in San Juan Capistrano, stop on by Monday, October 28th for our 12th annual Horse-a-Ween. I'll see you there.